You know, one of the chapters that illustrate this from people who should have known better. And the fact is, every one of us who have received the life of God, we should know better. We should know to draw on it. But how many know sometimes people don't draw on what they have? And the people of Israel in Psalm 78, they really exemplify this. Because the whole chapter is filled with questions saying, can God? Can God? And it says to people when they're coming out of Egypt, they're saying, can God give us food? Can God give us a shelter? Well, it gets cold in the desert. Can God give us wood to burn? Can God? Can God? Can God? And to that we answer, God can, God has, it's done in Jesus. And then the way Psalm 78 is summarized, I think I have it for you there. Verse 41 says, yes, again and again they tempted God and limited the Holy One of Israel. There you have what the natural mind does. It limits God. Well, we believe in God. Of course, there's God. Yes, we worship God. But can God? So they limited God. I want to encourage every one of you, take the limits off. Take limitations off. They limited God. And you know, people do that. It's kind of a mindset of lack, a mindset of scarcity. Let me show you some of the ways that it manifests itself. Some people say, well, you know, really holy people, they don't talk about money. How many have heard that? Holy people don't think about money. You know, it sounds very holy, but it actually implants in people a subconscious image of poverty. And you know, we behave according to the inward self-image that we have. So people sound so holy. I was raised with this idea. I can say this is what I was raised with. Holy people don't talk about money. Look at me. You say, well, Peter, you're not very holy now. Well, you know, it's not. First of all, I'm not even preaching about money today, but I might once in a year preach about money. But I'm touching on the subject a little bit. That's all I'm doing, just touching on a little bit. But I was raised with that idea. It was just something, if you loved God, you didn't talk about money. It might manifest itself like this. I'm not interested in money. I'm just interested in souls. Doesn't that sound holy? Money doesn't matter to me. I even hear that people saying that around Toronto, some real spiritual people. Money doesn't matter to me. Now, I was raised with that kind of thinking. And then I've told you the story. I got a hold of a little book by Gordon Lindsay. You know, a little book can make a big difference in your life. Gordon Lindsay was from Dallas, Texas. He was the founder of Christ for the Nations Bible Institute. Just a wonderful man of God. And he wrote a little book called God's Master Key to Prosperity. You know, even the title, I didn't like it. Because he had like dollar bills on the cover. So it was the topic I didn't want to hear about. I mean, literally the cover was like all these dollar bills. And I said, I don't want that. And it says, God's Master Key to Prosperity. Then I began to read, and it was just a short book, maybe 70 pages. And he was talking about Job. He was talking about Abraham. He was talking about Isaac, Jacob. Went right through the scripture and showed how God had blessed the people in the area of finances. Well, you know, I just didn't want to swallow that. So I had to open my own Bible. And I remember I felt almost embarrassed as I was reading the Bible. I said, wow, it's actually true. I have lived believing a lie that somehow that money is something dirty. Of course, the love of money is evil and dirty, but money itself, it depends who has it. Like I actually found some money in this pocket. I put on these pants that I didn't even know. this is holy money. I'll show you this side of it because it belongs to a holy person. Now, if I put it into somebody else's hand, can you imagine? I like that when I find money, hidden away somewhere because I needed some cash. How many are glad for that? But you see, I had that. It's almost a resentment. Those rich people. I don't want to be like that. No, you see, if you are a person who loved Jesus and who loved His kingdom and His gospel, I couldn't think of money in better hands than your hands.